All right, we are live again. So before we start off, let's hear from one of our sponsors. If you guys are looking for a good home warranty, reach out to Yvonne. So let's hear what Yvonne has to say.
Hi, my name is Yvonne Hunter and I'm with Platinum Home Warranty. If you've not heard of us, we're known for our in-house technicians and high customer service reviews. So check us out on our Facebook page or on our website to learn more about pricing and coverages.
So that's Yvonne from Platinum Home Warranty. What's so funny about that?
I just like you.
You just like me. That's great. You know, we're excited to bring two icons. Like people, and this other chick. We'll bring the other chick up first. But two icons in the industry. You know, when people were so shocked what we did, and we're constantly seeing these people that are just like fixtures in the real estate industry that we've been looking up to our whole career. So we're going to be excited to talk about that. Before we get started, guys, what if we could show you a proven opportunity that's changing lives? Why did we, one of the largest independent brokerages in the country, move over to eXp Realty to change lives, a company that was doing $2 billion a year? So we're excited to talk about tonight on the massive real estate rebuild.
Chuck and Angela Fazio built one of the largest independent brokerages in the country, overseeing over 40,000 homes sold and $9 billion in production. Why did they make this life-changing move to eXp Realty? Follow their journey every week. Welcome to the massive real estate rebuild.
All right, guys. Hey, we're going to bring on our partner, Carol.
Hey, Carol.
Carol Gruber. She's been with us, gosh, for many years. She's an icon in and of itself.
Yes.
Here's a woman who's sold in her career almost 3,000 homes. And she was also one of those girls that I didn't think were going to come with us, but she saw it. She gets the vision. So, Carol, we're glad to have you on with us tonight while we introduce these icons. So thank you for coming on, Carol.
I'm excited.
Excellent. So you know what? Without further ado, why don't we bring up contestant number one? So tell us a little about, Angela, tell us a little about contestant number one.
Contestant number one, she will be awarded NAR Realtor Emeritus this year.
Emeritus.
That's 40 years.
40 years in the
real
business.
estate. She is Committee of the Year chairperson for RAPAC. Chaired the state convention.
Wow.
But there's more.
Served multiple times as the director of MCT Sevrar and AAR.
She's the NAR RAPAC fundraising champion of the world.
She's an international speaker.
National trainer.
This one's really cool. She developed a short sale program. She had on an average, when those short sales were going crazy, guys, listen to this, on average, 250 to 270 short sales going every day.
Well, that gives me gray hair.
Oh my gosh. She was also the owner and DB of her own brokerage. And
she's been owner of M&M Seminars for a long time, which is because she loves to teach and loves education. She's the 2021 president of Arizona East Valley Women's Council of Realtors.
Let's hear it for Marge Pack. There we go. Wow. I mean, what an honor to have these two women. But we're not done.
We aren't.
We are not done because
wait, there's more.
But I'm going to tell you. You know what? When we first got into the business, I looked at this guy then as an icon, and that was a long time ago.
We used to talk about it.
Long time ago. This man, he has been the top agent of this independent brokerage. He's been on the 1% roundtable for over 20 years. Pioneered and hosted the Arizona Property Showcase Show.
I did not know that.
I remember when that was out. This guy, to me, is also a legend in the industry. He has been with the same brokerage since he's been in real estate for 30 years.
But not anymore.
That's impressive. So we're going to bring on Chris Harvey. Unbelievable. This is an Arizona all-star lineup. Are you kidding me? Like, I would have never thought this. So I have to first start out by asking you guys, why eXp Realty at even this stage of your career? Anybody?
I'll go first. So, Chuck, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
You were right though when we had to make the decision to go to eXp or go somewhere. I sat down with you and I said, Chuck, what should I do? And you said, come with us to eXp. And I said, where do I sign? I'm going with you.
It was insane.
I had no idea what I was signing up for. And then over the months, and then the pandemic hit, and then over the months, I just got, every month I got more excited about everything I was learning about eXp. And now it's been a year now. It's been a year since we did that. And now I'm just so excited, and I want to go up on the rooftop and tell everybody about it.
Yeah, it's amazing. And Carolyn, you said, this agent attraction stuff, that's not for me. You were looking mainly at the stock because Anne-Marie was big in that. And then you first, brought Marge, and we've known Marge forever, and she is just a legend. And right, this is incredible. Marge, tell us a little about your next chapter in your business.
Well, my next chapter in my business is the fact I finally closed my company after 15 years of owning a company. And somebody finally sat down with me and told me about eXp. And so you have to understand, Chris, Carol, and I, we all worked together for a very long time.
We were all at West USA Realty.
Yep.
Let's call it what it is.
And all three of us were in the top 1%. I mean, and I think it's just kind of a reunion going on right now. A company that, for me, considering I'll be 72 years old in May, this was
nobody would have guessed that.
Nope. You just let the cat out of the bag.
You look like a movie star.
You know what? If you ask me why I did it, Carol finally told me something different about eXp. Okay, I have had a lot of people upset with me that over the last 2 years they've talked with me, and now they're like, well, I talked to you first. I said, yeah. And okay, can I be real open?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the world and the avatars. I thought it's the game of real estate. So then I sat down with Carol. I said, Carol, why did you do this? And then she showed me things like stock, and she showed me she showed me a brokerage literally being done a different way. Thank you, Hector.
Hector's a good man.
She showed me a brokerage where instead of the broker recruiting to make money on the agents are recruiting because we're all sharing. And it's an incredible family, fun group of people. It's not just one age group of young kids. I figure at my age, and we've sat and talked, because I've been all over the country and I know a lot of people, and I'm telling them the eXp story of real retirement. I've seen the markets be strong. I've seen it be slow. Chris is really blessed. He's got a ton of rental properties. I have 3 divorce certificates. To me, this is how I share my story with people. My goal is 3 years. That I don't think Social Security is anything anybody should count on, because you can't live on that. You can't count on that even being around. With this, real estate has been here, I can attest, 40 years. I'm hoping that I know eXp is going to be able to set up a retirement account for me.
Wow, that's awesome.
That is awesome.
And let's look at Chris here. Chris is the epitome of being comfortable. I don't know anybody that for the most part has been at one brokerage for 30 years. That's insane. And he's been at West USA Realty, and really nothing's changed in 30 years at West USA Realty. Maybe some of the staff.
Well, that's the problem. When we came in 30 years ago, it was the model of the future. It was the best model. It outbeat all the franchise offices like Century 21 and Caldwell Banker, and it was a good model. But now we're 2020, and we've got technology involved. And even though some of these traditional old brokerages are, kind of dragging behind the technology, EXP is kind of ahead of that, and I think that's a huge benefit. In addition, I worked there for 30 years. I have no equity in the company.
Right.
Nothing. I have nothing. So I kind of like the model of EXP where they're investing the equity in their agents, and it just seems like such a win-win concept where it will attract big producers where you're all working together as a team versus individually, under competition, and there's an advantage for everybody to help each other. So I think that the model is just really impressive, and I just have to say that I wish I knew about this a while ago.
Yeah, and, well, you do have something to show. You got a lot of awards, a lot of trophies.
Those pieces of paper are still on my wall. So proud of them.
And it's Chris, you're spot on. It's the future. It's changing up. It's doing something that's never been done before in the industry, where agents are starting to realize, like you just said, 30 years at the same brokerage, what do you got to show for it?
Well, actually, I shouldn't say that, because as an individual, I have a lot to show for it. The company was good in the fact that I was able to reinvest in my own business in real estate. And I think that's the whole key. When I see the future with EXP, I just kind of look at the ability to expand and go down channels that I was unable to do at a traditional brokerage. And even, the ability to gain back your cap, and become an icon agent and then be able to teach people. I think that's really great, because you need to change it up after 30 years. You got to change it up. But the reinvestment was the properties and reinvesting in yourself. And that's what I want to do. Is I want to educate agents in particular to invest in themselves.
Wow.
90% of the agents I know don't even have a rental property right now. Why? Why come to the party if you don't have anything? I don't get it. So
teach them.
Really,
that's what you do.
So I think that reinvesting in your own business is really where it matters. And I think a lot of the agents are missing the boat, because you can gain financial independence through selling real estate and through acquiring rental properties and by managing rental properties. And that's the business that you're in. It goes hand in hand. And I think when you throw in, the stock equity program that EXPI offers, well, that kind of gives it a twist a little bit, because then you're really reinvesting in yourself and the company. So I think it's a win-win. I just see that the model is just very positive, and I think that demonstrates itself by just looking at the stock in terms of what it's done in the last year. I mean, someone believes in it.
Yeah, so that's exciting. If anybody's out there and you want to learn how to do investments, and reach out to Chris. It's why he's at the company. If you're not at EXP, he's willing to pour into you, and now he has a valued interest to pour in. Marge, what is your next step? What kind of agents are you looking? Because I know you are really into helping agents, and you have a wealth of knowledge in this industry. Touch on, I think you said you're going to start to do some classes and stuff.
Well, I want to thank Chuck and Angela for saying that M&M Seminars is allowed to use the forum for the school. And I met with Carol and Chris, and Carol has been an instructor before. I mean, anybody in the industry that's been in the industry, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes knows she was the princess of
yeah, she's the princess,
she's still princess, all right.
Generally, in all the cartoon shows, queens are old, mean, and ugly. So I never refer to me or anybody as a queen of anything. So she's the princess of HUDs, and I don't think there was anybody that did short sales at the depth that my team did. I mean, we nailed it. And again, 10 years working in a bank, I knew what had to be done to get them approved. So I am bringing the short sale class back out again because I'm hearing all kinds of different things about how many mortgages are in forbearance. I read something today and it just kind of frightened me. Now, if they're in forbearance and they've been in forbearance for a year, have we had enough appreciation where they're going to be able to get back out of them? I do not know. Can they refinance them? Not after you've been in forbearance. I'm getting ready, but I know that Chris and Carol and I have met, and we want to bring the school in because to me, I've been around for a long time, and if I don't learn something new every day, then I'm dead because this industry is changing on a massive level. And I think that being president of Women's Council this year, we're playing heads up to what the National Association of Realtors has done with the Code of Ethics in 10.5. All of us, I mean, I know we're on a live show right now. It's almost like every word we say, we have to be extremely careful because our industry has put a pretty strong requirement in, and we want to make everybody aware of that. So I'm pretty strong into education. And who do I want to attract? If you're young, you have no other choice but to come to eXp because this is going to build a profession. Could you imagine, Chuck, if I had been at eXp, which wasn't here 40 years ago, what my net worth would be?
I know.
Oh my God.
With 3 divorces, I would have been in better shape than I am now.
Yeah, but Marge, we're talking to new agents, young agents, hungry agents all the time that are getting it. They're getting it and they're coming to eXp because they see what we see just way before we did.
So I'm excited. I've talked with some agents that have been around, and some people have called me this week and said, we got to do lunch. I said, I don't do lunch. I said, but I'll sit down and have, an ice water with you, and I'll tell you why I went to eXp because they want to know why I did.
Yeah, well, everybody's really curious on why this company is shaking up the industry. And, I just had a conversation with a branch manager for Berkshire Hathaway who ironically wanted to recruit me and said all eXp is a bunch of recruiters and we're like Amway and didn't even know our numbers and, ignorance. Anyway, this is proof positive. The rock stars we have on this, gosh, I think amongst us, the amount of homes we have sold is got to be insane.
Yep.
Insane. That's so cool. Wow.
Well, go ahead.
And the number of years in the business, don't even add it up.
No, let's not add those up. Let's not add those up.
I actually thought about that and I said, no.
I think, no, let's not say it's over a century, which it's terrible.
For me, Chuck, I know in the beginning we talked and I didn't want to recruit. I just wanted to do what I do. And if I get some stock, whatever happens, because I was doing what I was already doing. And then, like I said, about month 8, it started to click and I started to see all of the things that were available. And then I got excited and I said, if Chris had gone to eXp or Marge and 5 years from now saw me and said, hey, this is what's going on because I've been at eXp, I'm retiring or I'm whatever, doing this or that, I'd be upset that they didn't tell me about it.
Right.
So I just felt like I had to tell the people that I know that have been doing what I've been doing, and because I'd be upset if they didn't tell me. So that's why I think for sure, Marge, I was like, why aren't you already here?
Yeah, it's like I even said to Marge, I go, this model is built for you.
Yeah.
It's kind of like crazy. And that's really what it is. You're not selling nothing. People think like recruiting is a bad word. You're sharing an opportunity that's real and it's exciting. If there's anybody listening, stop listening to the people who are ignorant, who don't know what really eXp is about. I always say you don't go to a Chevy dealership and ask them about a Ford. You ain't going to get the right answer. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. Oh, speaking about professionals, Mr. Greg Fowler in the house, the titan of real estate.
I don't. Let's not call him the Princess of Titans. I
No,
don't think you would appreciate that.
Yeah, you guys will get to know Greg. He's a rock star.
Yeah, well, we're so grateful that that we are all finally working together again, and I can't wait to see what unfolds and the type of people we're going to be able to attract because of your expertise, you guys.
So any last parting gifts from each one of you guys that you want to throw out there?
Well, for me, I'm super excited. You know, I started in the business with these two people in my office. In the bullpen without cell phones.
Where was that up? West USA?
West USA.
Okay.
And I'm just excited to be back in touch with them. Their energy is so great. Their knowledge, oh my gosh, both of them. I've called both of them in the last few days for help. And they just both are so knowledgeable on different things. And I'm super excited to be able to be partnering back up with them, so to speak.
Yeah, and you know what's really cool? You see this man on the screen, Mr. Curtis Shewell. He's out of Michigan. You guys are going to start to partner with people in other states that are like us, rock stars. It's just incredible feeling.
Do the next one. I love it.
What does Kurt have to say?
He always says this. The only reason you don't come to eXp is if you're afraid of money.
Anything, Chris, you want to finish up with?
You know, I'm real excited about the new culture. You know, I mean, it just seems more vibrant. I think I'm going to be more excited about working all avenues of the real estate now. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to sharing and helping other people, as well as teaching investment, real estate investment, because that's my passion. It's, selling real estate's one thing, owning it, managing it, and allowing that vehicle to give you financial freedom, in your late 40s, early 50s is pretty good. So these young people need to learn that now. They need to know that they need to invest in themselves now and not wait until they're 50.
Wow.
Then they can just ride the wave, and it's all rock and roll then.
Yeah, we're excited to see those classes coming out. And Marge, any parting gifts from the person who is just like the princess of real estate? I was going to say queen, but
you're not allowed to say that.
You're not allowed to say that.
No. I'm excited about being able to do live classes because I know even the associations are not opening up at least until July. And I'm hoping that we'll have a schedule set up and running in April. I am bringing back the short sale class because, if we get to that, we need to know how to do it. But what I'm excited about eXp for, it doesn't matter if you're young and getting into it, because Chris, you're still young. Kara, you're still young. I'm the oldest of all of us. And you know what? The opportunity is here no matter what your age is, to change your financial wealth for the rest of your lives, and even to leave it, when you decide to retire. It's real, and there is no other model like this in the country. This is brilliant.
Awesome.
Absolutely brilliant, and I'm thrilled to be on board.
Well, partners, we are excited for the journey. Go ahead, Chris, you got something else?
Well, one thing that I'm really excited about is being able to work in Colorado. I mean, that is one of the top reasons of also that eXp provides is I don't need to change brokerage or find another brokerage in Colorado. I go back and forth there. I want to be a snowbird. And I really look forward to not only selling real estate in Colorado to people that I know there already, but to establish a network there.
Wow.
That's exciting. That is exciting.
Yeah, another thing this company affords. It's just, there's so many plethora of great things about eXp that agents, you should not ignore what's happening. We are the fastest growing real estate brokerage in the history of real estate. This company is going to create more millionaires than any other company out there in real estate. So partners, get ready for the ride. We're excited. We're looking forward. We have a lot of big announcements coming up. And Colorado, and there's a Colorado one coming up And yes, so keep an eye out. We thank you guys for tuning in to the massive real estate rebuild. The journey is real. Reach out to these icons. If you know them and you go, how do I partner with you guys?
Ask.
This dream team.
That's
just
right.
reach out. Come on out. Guys, you guys have a great night. God bless you guys.